So I'm here with Leanne from LA Management, and first of all, congratulations on your award.
Thank you ever so much.
Can you start us off by giving us a brief overview of what LA Management is all about?
Okay, so LA Management, we're a long-standing talent agency. We've been running for 18 years in the industry, so we work with all the top casting directors and industry professionals in the UK, Europe and America, so we're international. And we supply artists for TV, film, commercial stage. That's what we do.
Yeah. And a number of big projects that your agency and its talent has been involved with in recent years. Can you go through a couple of them, perhaps?
I can let you know some I can't because we're on NDAs, but I'll give you sort of an example of stage. So recently, one of our younger actors, Harry Munson, was the young Harry Potter in Harry Potter and the Cursed Child on the West End. Pip, she's just been touring the UK, West End with Gruffalo's Child, and just about to embark on a journey out to Dubai to showcase that out there. We've also had TV. One of our artists worked on The Rig, which was for Amazon Prime. We had another artist who filmed alongside Martin Freeman with The Responder. And we've also had various commercials, so things like IKEA, Lenore. So we're really across the board, voiceover, vintage voiceover. So yeah, we get a lot of exciting stuff in for our artists.
And I mean, in this day and age, to sort of represent yourself and what you do effectively, your social media has to be in a good place, and it's about your brand, isn't it? In a way, you help your talent with that, don't you?
Yeah. So obviously, our industry has changed coming out of COVID. Obviously, the internet and how we use the internet now has changed. So it's really vital for an actor that you are portraying and us as an agent, because as much as we represent them, they also represent us. So it's really important that their branding is correct. So, people tend to have their Instagram pages and not realise that they might need to have a private, locked, personal page, that friends and family have, but then they also have their professional page.
Yeah,
so
outward page,
there's things like that. So it's really important to, as an actor, you are a brand as well. So yeah, we help with that.
And you've had such longevity in the business. I think you mentioned earlier it was 18 years
18 years.
You've been there. Obviously, a lot has changed. How do you sort of keep up to date and stay so successful in the industry after such a long period, with all the changes that inevitably happen along that way?
Well, I think we've been in the industry as long as we have. We established in 2006. We've got a really good reputation with all the industry professionals. So one, that helps. It's a small industry at the end of the day. So making sure that your talent is reliable, that the talent that you're putting forward is correct, and things like that have been vital over the years. Since coming out of COVID, our industry really changed in regards to self-taping. That's been a learning curve, because the actors have also had to become, lighting, sound, directors, to make sure that, again, when they do a self-tape audition, they're representing themselves correctly, because again, that's going in front of the casting director. So we use certain platforms now, so we've got a social media team that are coming on board. Tagmin, that's a big platform now that a lot of agents are using, and obviously we're on Spotlight. So we use these, our industry has really come together for the first time, whereas, the casting platforms from the US have now integrated with Spotlight. There's now a new European one coming on board. So it's still a gradual process, I think, for agents in our industry, but it is changing. So it's just keeping up to date with technology, really, and everything.
And just finally, obviously, amongst your vast sort of pool of talent that you have, you've got established performers and people who've been in the business for a few years, of course. And then you're always on the lookout for emerging talent, aren't you? And so you make an effort to look at schools, colleges that are specialising in acting, of course, and look at talent there.
Yeah, so we interview lots of graduates. We get invited to all of the colleges in the UK for their grad showcases and things, so that we find a lot of new talent there each year. We also represent younger performers as well, so again we would use certain platforms to look headhunt, I guess, new talent. And then we have talent. We also like to take on raw talent, because sometimes you have to start somewhere, and sometimes people are just naturally born with that gift of singing or acting or dancing.
So they haven't been formally educated in it, you mean?
So we do take on raw talent and guide them and nurture them and build them up, get them on the necessary platforms they need to be on, like Spotlight and things like that. Headshots is a vital thing. There's a lot more that goes into it than just going, all right, I'm going to be an actor. There's things like headshots, showreel materials, getting on Spotlight, finding a good agent.
You need to sort of have a portfolio of things that you can present alongside yourself at a rehearsal, I suppose.
But there's so many. I think it's really difficult, especially for younger performers or talent, because there are a lot of agencies out there that will charge extortionate amounts, and you don't need to spend that. So it's a bit of a minefield out there, I think. Unfortunately, there's the long-standing genuine agents like ourselves, and unfortunately you do get ones out there that aren't so genuine. So you do have to be careful when you're looking for agents.
Well, congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
And thanks very much for speaking to us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.